bugs that like birds, and they get on the feathers, and they're gross. Just leave them. All right, so welcome to Wildlife Prairie Park. My name is Callie, and I'm a naturalist here at the park, which means I like nature. Do you know what nature is comprised of? What makes up nature? You guys know? Yeah? Go for it.
It's kind of like out on the outworld.
Yeah, and what's in the outworld? What's outdoors?
Like grass.
And what's grass part of? What big group? It starts with a P. There's trees,
Plants.
flowers, raise your hand. Plants, very good. So, plants is one part of nature, and the other part of nature kind of moves. Animals, very good. So we like to learn about plants and animals. We take care of plants and animals, so we can tell you guys about them and our other guests about them. That way, we're able to help some species from becoming extinct. Raise your hand if you know what extinct is. Very good, awesome. So that means they're going to be gone from this earth entirely. We'll never get to see another one like it. So the animals that are endangered or threatened, which means their populations are really low, and if we don't help them out, they could become extinct. It's good to learn about them so they don't become extinct. They actually grow in population, and we're able to keep them on this earth. Because not only do they look kind of cool sometimes, and they have some cool characteristics, but they're all part of the food web, and they're all part of the ecosystem, so they have their own spots that they need to fill. So today we're going to talk about animals with spines or backbones. So everyone touch your spine for me. Make sure it didn't leave you, right? It didn't leave your body, right? It's there. Alright, so what groups of animals have backbones? So a really easy one, what animal group are we a part of? Oh, Bob. I know, bud. Here. Alright, well, we're going to put the window down for him. He's too excited for the window. Yeah, is that better? You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Alright, sorry about that. Absolutely. Alright, so let's name those animal groups then. So what group are we a part of? Humans. Mammals, very good. So mammals, they all have backbones. And then we have 4 other groups. Marsupials are mammals. Reptiles, very good. So snakes, turtles, alligators, lizards. Amphibians, very good. Frogs, toads, salamanders. 2 left. Birds, very good. Birds of prey as well as songbirds. We've got owls over there and also an American kestrel. And then one more. And it's kind of tricky. And I don't have an example of one out here today. And here, let's see if you know first. We said amphibians. These ones have fins and they kind of swim a lot. And there we go.
Fish.
Fish, very good. Make sure you get your hand. Oh, Bob. He does not have it today. Alright, so fish, that's our last one. So I'm not going to hold a fish up here for you. Because do they breathe air? No, they have gills. They breathe underwater. So it would not be very nice for me to hold a fish up here. But fish do have some really cool characteristics that we should talk about. So first of all, they live underwater, they have fins, they have gills, that's pretty sweet. What else makes them so special? That's great. They have the ability to breathe underwater. They can eat worms, but a lot of things like to eat worms. Not us necessarily, but a lot of animals like to eat worms. You can eat them. Not always the best. How about, what are they covered in? Scales. For the most part, they are covered in scales. There's a few fish that just have skin. There's always exceptions to every rule. What else? Let's see. Are they warm-blooded or cold-blooded? Cold-blooded. So does that mean they're cold all the time? No, it just means that they are the same temperature as outside or their environment. So if the water's cold, they're going to be cold. If the water's warm, they're going to be warm. Also, how do they have their young? They have jelly-like type eggs, right? They're kind of squishy little eggs, but they do have eggs. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right, hands down. Those are some good characteristics about fish that we can't see. But all the other groups, we do have an animal up here to kind of show you. So we're going to talk about reptiles next. And I am going to pull out a snake here. I do have a snake. I'm not going to let him on the ground. He is not going to harm you in any way. I'm going to be holding him. But this is Kingsley, and he's a prairie king snake. So what makes reptiles so special? Give you something to look at and think about, maybe. Go ahead. Very good. So they breathe air, so they do have a nose. They do have nostrils or little holes on his nose area. But he doesn't smell with his nose. He tastes the air or smells with his tongue. So every time he sticks out his tongue, he is actually bringing scent molecules back back inside his mouth to an organ called a Jacobson's organ. Can everyone say Jacobson's for me?
Jacobson.
Very good. And so that's what is going to tell him what's out there. So when he's sticking his tongue out right now, he's basically looking for a snack. So did anyone bring a house today? Okay. For prairie king snakes, they actually eat a little bit more than rodents. This makes them extremely special. They can actually eat other snakes. King snakes in their name, they will eat other snakes. This guy can actually eat the venomous snakes in Illinois as well. So he won't be affected by the venom if he's bitten or if he ingests it. So he can eat the rattlesnakes that we have here in the copperhead, cottonmouths, all that good stuff. So not only does he help with taking care of mice populations, but also snake populations as well. That way they're able to digest their food. If it's too cold outside, they actually can't digest it, which means if they eat anything, they'll just throw it back up. So in the wintertime, it's really important that these guys hibernate. They won't eat all winter long because usually to grow, sometimes if they have any infections or bacteria or parasites on them, like mites, they will shed sometimes, but most of the time it's about growing. So I will let you guys touch these sheds. If you don't want to hold them, you don't have to. Just make sure your neighbor knows that. Just one of them. Before you pass it to them. Yep. And then just kind of feel it. Be really gentle with it. You don't want to tear it. And then pass it along. If you don't want to hold it, if you just shake your head no to your neighbor when he's got it, I think that's going to help. All right. So let's look at his head really fast. Is he blinking ever? Does he ever blink? No. No. So he doesn't even have eyelids. But he does have a special scale over his eye. And it's called a brill. And that's what protects his eyes. So even when he's shedding the rest of his body, that means he also has to shed that scale over his eyes. So when snakes are about ready to shed, they will actually get blue or cloudy looking eyes. And that's because the scale is pulling away from his eye. Where the big scales go to the little scales. So this one right here. So it's nothing special. But if you eat, you have to get it out the other way. There is bird poo on the ground. Same thing's going to happen for reptiles. It's going to be two different colors, white and black. The turtle. So this guy, he's actually a box turtle. And his name is Rocky. So box turtles are really special because they're the only turtles in Illinois that can go inside their shell completely. They can close it up. So if he ever gets scared, he can actually pull his legs and his arms inside of his shell and use the hinges on the bottom side of his shell, or his plastron, to be able to seal himself up. So he stays safe from outside predators. There's one down here as well. Well, his name is Rocky, so he's named after Rocky Balboa, partly because he's a box turtle, and Rocky was a boxer, and also because he never gets scared. So if you look at his lower jaw, he's actually missing part of it. He came to us as a turtle that needed to be rehabilitated. So we tried to fix his jaw as much as possible with the vet, but it still didn't go back to normal. It didn't have enough of it. So he can't eat 100% like a box turtle. So we have to cut up his food a little bit smaller for him. We actually give him cottage cheese too, which he really likes for calcium. And then we'll give him some worms, but even eating worms, it takes him 3 or 4 times to be able to grab it. He's just off a little bit because he can't actually actually grab it from the front or the side. I mean, he has to go all the way over here to grab anything. So it's a little bit different and more hard for him. But we named him Rocky because, again, he still doesn't get scared to go inside of his shell. Because he's a pretty awesome turtle, apparently. Alright, so right here you can actually see where reptiles' backbones are. Turtles can never get out of their shell completely or jump out of their shell because their spine, which is right here, is actually connected to their shell. And that's connected to the rest of their body. So if they're out of their shell, it's not good. They would not live. Also on a shell like this, you can kind of look at the shape of it. It says it's more dome-like. We know that Rocky lives on land. He's not a tortoise, but he's a